going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Okay, now when I've read through your testimony, it's clear that you are not anti-regulation, but you do feel that this industry can pretty much regulate itself. And yet we know that there's scoundrels in the industry. Sam, you know, kind of like Gresham's Law, the bad can drive out the good. How can you self-regulate, or should you just actually say to CFTC, regulate us?
I think it would make a ton of sense for, some combination of CFTC and SEC to regulate the crypto industry. I think they're already markets regulators. A lot of the regulation, frankly, ports over pretty cleanly to the crypto ecosystem. There are a lot of pretty nasty points right now in the regulatory framework that I think have to be worked out around where various assets qualify. But I think that at its core, markets regulation by the CFTC, I think asset issuance regulation by the SEC make a ton of sense for the industry.
Well, that does make you a bit of an outlier. I think there's some people in the industry who basically enjoy the fact that it's not regulated, which therefore makes it far more difficult for us old mainstream folks to want to go with it. Your proposal would make it so that billions of people around the world will want to be involved with crypto. How do you get yours to be the prevalent view?
Yeah, I mean, and that's a lot of the goal is how do we get from where we are today to a truly mainstream global industry that has the consumer protection and the trust that people have come used to. I think that you have people going back and forth on like, this is a security, this isn't a security. And it has really grave regulatory implications right now. Where we need to get to, I think, is a world in which we say, look, some of these things have properties that are like traditional equities or securities. Some of them have properties that are like commodities. Instead of arguing about exactly what classification they should have, let's make sure that the sort of regulatory oversight that needs to be there is there. And that oversight that doesn't make sense isn't gumming up the industry. And so I think you look at asset issuances, right? Having kind of standard controls that you see like with equities around the supply, the issuance, the burning of tokens would make a ton of sense. But, not mandating that they fill out forms that one couldn't fill out as a decentralized token project. I think with stable coins, having oversight that they have what they say they have makes a lot of sense.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And we have Sam, the CEO of FTX with Jim Cramer. And we see crypto getting into mainstream more and more. But we also see the Hegelian dialectic being pushed. Crypto is used for illegal activity, like the dollar is not. And we know stable coins are nothing but digital dollars. And we know the SEC has pushed regulation down the road. The reason why, because they want the casino to keep going. They know what a security is and not a security. Come on, people. They know. They're not ready because they know when the regulation comes, it's going to be global. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And then we have the Metaverse. Yes, guys, your avatar is definitely coming. That virtual world, those virtual things you're going to be paying for that you'll never use. That virtual property that you'll have that you'll never live on. But we know what the goal is. Because the more and more you get inside of that metaverse, there's going to be a cloud there that's going to sync your whole brain. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, and eventually you're going to get locked in there. And I don't know whether anybody saw Spider-Man. Talking about the dimensions, we saw the Trinity, and you know what I believe in the Trinity, the three Spider-Mans. We know how important that is, guys. We know Nikola Tesla. We know the ancient Egyptians taught us all about it. And Dr. Strange had that box. And guys, you know in my book, I gave you a hidden message about that box. It's very important. Remember, the New World Order wants your soul and your mind. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
We are going to talk about the metaverse. Many companies from Facebook to Nike are talking about building for the metaverse. So this week, Julia Boorstin is taking an in-depth look, asking what's next as businesses move into the virtual world and what it means for consumers and investors. Julia, I don't want to say I'm disappointed to see you, but I was hoping to see your avatar.
You will see more of my avatar. You just saw my avatar for the teas, right? So we have to mix it up. We're still in this hybrid world, right, Andrew? So Mark Zuckerberg said that it'll be a decade before the metaverse is truly realized. And there is a connected, immersive world. And what he's talking about is a world when you have headsets and everything's interoperable. But parts of the metaverse, the tech platform that could define the future, are already here. Mark Zuckerberg's vision of the metaverse is fully immersive with VR headsets, but people are already exploring virtual worlds without hardware. Let's build an avatar. Decentraland, which is run on Ethereum, allows anyone to build an avatar. Okay, I've got some earrings. You can explore, talk to other avatars, play blackjack in a virtual casino, and even buy digital real estate. Oh, this is where you would buy land. Companies can also buy ad space on digital billboards. Roblox isn't just a kids game. It was an early pioneer of virtual worlds where avatars can play games or attend virtual concerts. And now you can buy digital products from big name fashion brands like Ralph Lauren to outfit your avatar. Look, I can buy a Ralph Lauren beanie for my avatar. Users can buy and then use Robux, that's the digital currency inside Roblox, to acquire these virtual goods. If you want the real virtual immersive experience, you need to have a headset. I'm wearing the Quest 2. This is the avatar I built to explore Horizon Worlds, which is the new app that Meta just launched out of beta. Meta is also working to bring remote workers into a similar virtual space. This app is called Facebook Workrooms, and it's designed for meetings. It's a sign of what a professional piece of the metaverse will look like. Another promising use case for VR headsets, fitness. One of the companies leading the way is FitXR. It offers dancing, boxing, and high-intensity interval training classes, all in a virtual space. It was a lot of fun to build those avatars and explore those virtual worlds. This is the Quest 2 Oculus headset I was using for the Meta Horizon Worlds. But I have to say, it did take a while to load some of those websites, and setting up a headset, it was a lot easier than it used to be when I was trying these things over the last couple of years, but it's still not quite as easy to get into those worlds as it is to, say, set up an iPhone. So on that end, we will be diving into some of the new milestones that could be coming for the metaverse to make it more accessible. That's coming up tomorrow, Andrew.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see the 4th Industrial Revolution, foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.